Happy Independence Day. It is the 4th of July and Independence Day in the US. Conveniently enough, today the moon goes into Aquarius, the sign of freedom. It also, just before it goes into Aquarius, it completes, the final degrees of Capricorn, passing by Pluto, reminding us that freedom comes with responsibility. So we'll be looking at that today. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro vibe for Tuesday, July 4th. And with the recent Capricorn moon, we've had a Capricorn full moon, by the way. Yesterday's early morning full moon in Capricorn brought themes of how we are getting the fruits of our efforts, discovering what it is we're creating, and for better or worse, learning how we can continue to improve on that path of what it is we're creating, and how to cultivate the things that we want that are most important to us. So I went in depth into the energies of the Capricorn full moon on Sunday. Then yesterday, a little bit of a deeper dive into how the outer planets are influencing the Capricorn full moon. So definitely check those videos out if you missed that really potent energy recently with that full moon in Capricorn. And today the moon is completing its journey through Capricorn. It will pass by Pluto, the planet of power and depth and truth and transformation, around 9:30 something my time. I'm on Pacific time. And so as the moon passes Pluto in Capricorn, it's kind of taking us into that deeper place of reckoning, of coming to terms with who we are, with what is our truth, with how are we showing up with that truth in the world, how can we be doing a better job of that, and be a force for good in the world, and really that sense of Capricorn responsibility. And so what we're responsible for, how to be in our truth, how to show up in a way that brings that truth forward into the world and makes the world a better place. Then immediately the moon goes into Aquarius, which has this beauty of the zodiac where Aquarius follows Capricorn, right? So traditionally we think of that as like Capricorn is the place where you build the monument, and then Aquarius is the energy that blasts it down. So Aquarius energy is rebellious. It's revolutionary. It is ready to take down the old systems, the old structures, the things we no longer want, and vision new ones. So Aquarian energy is that breath of fresh air that brings in ideas from the future. And it's very ideological. And that's why Aquarius is actually a fixed sign. So there's cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And Aquarius is a fixed sign because there's this ideological component to it. It's an air sign, and air is about mental things and mental processes and ideas and communication. So this fixed air sign can be very ideological and very focused on the ideologies that we get attached to. And we were ready to burn down the house based on this, these ideas that we've decided are better. And often they are, because they are based in the future, but not always, right? Sometimes the past and old structures, old systems, old ways of being were there for a reason, and they might serve a purpose still. And so we want to be mindful as we go into the Aquarian energy to ask ourselves, what does it take to bring these ideologies forward, to make them happen, to live that freedom that we can envision. So today, with the Aquarius moon, themes are coming up of freedom, of what it means to be your true self, how to live according to your truth, how to march to your own drummer. There's also the energy, the quality of thinking outside the box. And so your uniqueness. What is your uniqueness? What do you bring that nobody else offers? And that's where you get to be weird and different and quirky and be your true self, be authentic, because that is your way of being free, being your true self, right? Being free to be who you are is also a way of holding that energy of rebellion against the status quo and bringing in that higher purpose of authenticity and possibility. So we're really opening the window to a breath of fresh air, to a new consciousness and new possibilities. And that freedom shows up in all those different ways. So lots of good ways to think about freedom and what it means, and reflecting on our country too, and how we got here and how the rebellion and revolutionary energy of the 1700s helped to, in that July 4th, 1776 Declaration of Independence, right? All about freedom, all about being who we are and being free of the outside authority. So rejecting authority and systems is one thing. Creating your own way of operating is another. So with that freedom comes that responsibility to create systems so that we can continue to operate and not just burn down the house. So independence brought a certain kind of freedom from a certain old system, right? The monarchy in England, but it also brought reckoning with our own problems that we maybe hadn't thought through, like what are we going to do with slavery, for example, and how are we going to reckon with some of these things that we are part of our system of freedom, but doesn't really mean freedom for a lot of people. So what is true freedom? What does it mean to be inclusive? That's another good word for Aquarius. And to have equality, right? Be equalitarian, be working together for the common good, be working together with peers and colleagues. So some of the bigger ideals to think about, and some reckoning with Pluto in Aquarius retrograde and the moon passing by that Aquarius. So thinking about what is our responsibility in the context of that bigger picture of grappling with what freedom really is, who we are, how we do that. And really, with that Plutonian transformation, we have this opportunity to really think about what we want that to look like going forward. Pluto is the transformer in Capricorn, the sign of systems and structures. So it's taking away the old and making way for us to create something new. And if we are willing to respond, to be responsible, and to get creative within our limitations, we can create some of that vision for the future. So we can have the best of Capricorn and Aquarius if we are really aligning and working with these energies in the most positive way possible. So asking yourself today, you know, who am I? What does freedom mean to me? What does it mean to be authentic? What is my responsibility to contribute to a world that is free and equal for all? Not, you know, we're all obviously not all the same, but we should have equal access to resources. So, and that's really just a human way of, you know, embodying love and compassion. So a good world, right? An ideal world for all of us to participate in. And I am so grateful for you and for this opportunity to share with you. So thank you for being here. I am Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com, different ways to work with me. And thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, to support my work and help more people see these videos, and to get your own, you know, get the notification so you see when these videos come out. All right. Thank you so much. I'm here every day with astrology for unshakable self-care. I'll see you next time.